Have you ever watched a river turn red with white salmon? So many fish that the water looks alive? Hey, I'm Diego from GoCanada. I help busy parents find low crowd, high wild trips in Western Canada. I haven't filmed these exact spots, but I'm planning with my own family to visit these spots one day. But I've been researching them, like using official park pages, Adams River Salmon Society, and local tourism pages to make sure they're legit, safe, and easy with kids. In the next minutes, I'll get you 3 proven easy access salmon run spots in BC and why mid-October is perfect for salmon runs and what you actually going to see, what you can expect, and a simple bring list so your day is smooth, easy, and you don't need to be worried about anything. Later on, I'll also drop some quick map cues so you know where to find these spots. Let's get started. Before we go on, I want to let you know why October is the sweet spot for salmon runs in BC. So for example, when you go to the Adams River in the Shuswap region, sockeye is peaking early mid-October. Stamp River close to Port Alberni, the coho and chinook runs are in full swing in mid-October to November, and in the Goldstream Provincial Park in Victoria, chum starts searching in late October through to November, sometimes even into December. A mid-October publish a trip landslide when the action is hot. So let's start with the first spot on the list, the Adams River in the Tsútswecw Provincial Park. Hope I said that correctly. That's the Indian name for the Provincial Park. It's in the Shuswap region, next to the Shuswap Lake, and above is the Adams Lake. And why it is great? So it's known for its iconic sockeye run. The fish turn bright red with green heads. There are level riverside trails, big parking lots, and dedicated viewing spots, platforms that are stroller friendly. Even in a non-dominant year, you still see plenty jaw-dropping moments. And what I mean with non-dominant year, as far as I know, every 4 years, there's these big salmon runs where I see tons of salmon coming up from the Pacific into the region. And as far as I know, the last one was in 2022, and the next one will be actually next year. There will be big, huge celebrations. When to go? In 2025, early to mid-October is prime time. First arrivals are late September, and the first numbers or more numbers will swell through mid-October, then taper toward late October. And what you'll see, there are schools of red sockeye holding in clear shallows, padding up, digging redds, nests, and guarding their territory. And the fishes can be quite aggressive. So with that, there is also a good chance of bald eagles, occasional bear sightings at the distance. Also pigeons will be there and want to get their part of it. So with that, it is important and crucial that it gives space to the wildlife and the animals and leave if one appears. Meaning also you have to make sounds and noise that you won't get any bad encounter with a bear. So that brings me to safety and ethics. Stay on the trails and on the platforms. Eggs are in the gravel, so don't enter the river by any chance. This way we can secure the next generation of salmon fish. Keep the dogs leashed and out of the water at all time, not only because of the salmon, but because also of the other wildlife. And pack out everything, but keep it quite near the banks. To find these places, search for Tsútswecw Provincial Park or just enter Adams River Salmon Run. So they should lead you to the place where you can find this spot, and which will show you easily where the main platforms are and the windwalks. Second spot on the list, Stamp River Provincial Park, close to Port Alberni. So why is this spot great? It has or offers multiple fence lookouts right beside the Stamp Falls, and you can walk over the fish ladders, so you can look below how the fish go up their own way or their own tunnels to get on top of the river, so they don't need to go up the waterfalls themselves. So it must be quite an experience. It's a short walk, half a kilometer long, and it's a perfect thing to do for a day trip. And there's also clear signage where you find or need to walk. Best time to go is in October, as mentioned. Sockeye move early in late August to September, and the kogo and chinook push late September to November, and the prime time is mid-October for dramatic leaping. And what you'll see, repeated jump attempts at the falls, bursts of fish through the ladder windows, as I mentioned before, and then, much more important, is the safety and ethics at that spot. Keep the kids behind the railings, as the rocks are very slick and slippery. There are also bear sightings possible, so make sure to keep them at a distance. Be sure not to get too close to crowded wildlife scene, not only to protect the wildlife, but also yourself from any bad encounter as well. And also keep the dogs leashed at any time and stay on the market path as well. As I mentioned, the Stamp River you find close to Port Alberni, which makes it a great spot that you can combine with other attractions in the area nearby, as for example the harbor in Port Alberni, or also the Cathedral Grove close by. That brings us to the third spot on the list, the Goldstream Provincial Park, that is close to Victoria. On why it is great, its famous chum run with flat trails, big day use parking, and the nature house. Super educational for kids, and there's a ton of signage and easy self-guided learning along the way. Best time to go, best is in late October to November, often sometimes even into December. And mid of October is the start of the surge, so perfect to publish and plan a visit within the next couple of weeks. And what you're going to see is a dense group of chum stacking in low channels. Again, gives you the feeling like the river is truly alive in that time. And later in November, you're gonna see more eagles scavenging the spent fishes. It must be a huge spectacle to see that alive when you see that many eagles getting or running for their food. Then, rules, safety, again, no fishing in the park, stay on the path, dogs need to be on the leash and keep them out of the river, don't trample reds, and step softly at the bank, and avoid tossing anything in the water, not to disturb any of the fishing and mating grounds at all. So to keep everything safe and make sure the next generations get there too. Having said that, I'll show you also here a map where you can find the Goldstream Provincial Park, so that you have a feeling and know where you need to go, where you need to walk. So, and then very important as well, you might think what I need to bring. And that's what I got used for packing for our family for our first salmon run. Of course, bring layers and waterproof shells. Mornings could be still chilly and the rain is still high possibility. Bring Grippy shoes or boots that will be water resistant. Maybe polarized sunglasses to cut glare and see the fish better. Binoculars for eagles and bears at the distance, so better sighting of them. Maybe even a camera with a longer lens, so to catch this also at the broad range or far range that it seems like they're close up. Bring snacks and water, of course. Maybe also bring small towels and wipes to dry yourself off. Be bear aware, so the more you wander on the trails, the more it's highly likely that you might encounter some bears making noise. Bring bear spray with you just to be sure and just in case. As mentioned, at all places keep the dogs leashed. They can't go off wandering by themselves. Consider if you should leave your pets at home from the start. Then respect kids. Use trash bags for all the garbage from your snacks. Maybe hand sanitizer, patience if many people are at these places so that everybody gets a chance and a glimpse of the salmon. And also make sure you need to throw away your stuff, so do it properly and don't leave it on the grounds. If you want more ideas and tips, things that you could do in Western Canada, then check my video below with a playlist with tons of ideas and tips that you can use for your next trip. You might think of how I could combine these things together, or what would be a possible itinerary for a day trip to see the salmon run by yourself. So for example, you go to Adams River for a day, somewhat 8:45, you gotta be at the main parking lot, maybe make a bathroom stop before you go on. Then at 9 you're trying to be at the first viewing platform while it is still quiet, and you get better chances for wide establishing shots. Then maybe at 9:30 you slowly walk downriver along the level trail. Fish are often right at your feet, so keep your voices low. Then at 10:15 you take a little snack break near one of the platforms, check for eagle sightings, and get even some nice pictures in with your family at the time. And then at 11:15, maybe walk on an optional short trail the other way for a different angle. Film a quick what I've learned, or what we learned, or what we saw. Maybe if you want to shoot a vlog of the place. And then at 11:30 wrap up, take a little picnic lunch at the lake viewpoint on the drive back. Maybe stop then at one spot for hot chocolate and coffee. And maybe this kind of thing you could even do at Stamp River or a Goldstream Provincial Park in a similar fashion. River would be a perfect opportunity. Also see the Cathedral Grove in addition, or the Port Alberni Harbor. If you want to combine things together, that would be a great chance to do so. Or even if you're at the Goldstream Provincial Park, maybe combine it with a visit to Victoria itself, downtown Victoria, not Vancouver. So there you have a whole day itinerary without a lot of stress and crowds. If you're looking to find these spots I've mentioned in the video, in the description below I'll link to the pins I've made for this salmon trip. So just click on that link and you're gonna have all the pins that I've made with all these spots. So you don't need to search for yourself. So already prepared for you. And at that moment, I also want to give you a quick reminder. I haven't filmed this exact spot yet. I'm going one day with my family, but what I want to highlight again, everything comes from official resources, blog posts, Adams River Salmon Society, or other tourist pages. So you can plan confidently, yeah. So these things are legit, they exist, and these are a real thing. And one day when I've been to this place, I will follow up with my own footage, with my own posts and experience of these spots, and any surprises we learned along the way visiting these locations. And also maybe things we learned on the ground while we have been there. So again, to get through things again, meaning quick recap. When to go, best time is mid-October. That's a sweet spot. At the Goldstream Provincial Park, even towards December or late November. Places I mentioned are the Adams River, the Tsútswecw Provincial Park for sockeye walls, the Stamp River for falls and ladder leaps, and the Goldstream for chum with easy amenities. About the how, go early. Overcast is great. Use polarized lenses for better visibility. Leash, keep your pets at the leash. Stay on the trails to give wildlife their necessary space. Then what you bring? Layers, of course, for your clothing, snacks, water, binoculars, and respect. If this video has saved you some time and gave you great ideas for your next trip, then like the video so your families will find this video as well. It would also help a lot for my channel. If you want the Google Map pins, they're down in the description below. And subscribe to GoCanada for more simple, low-crowded Western Canada trips and ideas. Also, how you can create these type of things by your own in 10 minutes. So I'll give you a blueprint how you can do these things very easily, fast, efficient, without the headaches. The next video I'll share is about our upcoming 2-month trip in Canada next year. Yay! And I'll give you some insights why we're doing this. And later on in another video, I'll also share how I'm gonna plan these things, budget-wise, what you need to expect, and how you can do that also for yourself if you plan something similar. And with that, thank you for watching. We'll see us in the next video about why you're doing that 2-month trip in Canada next year. Tschüss, Dama.